How are you?
Keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real with Shannon, shining through, laughs and insight, shining so bright. Keeping it real, it feels so right. Real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real.
Hello, and welcome to the show. Hello, ladies. How
Hi.
you
Hi,
doing?
I'm
Are
doing
y'all
great.
looking pretty spiffy tonight?
Thank you. You're looking great as always, both of
Oh
you.
wow! So I guess you're ready for our hot topics tonight. We got some juicy ones because everybody's going crazy now. So we'll start out the first hot topic with Mr. 50 Cent with his documentary about showing Diddy. Now, what what you let me tell you? Let me ask you first what you think about it before I give my little drastic opinion.
I mean,
What do
I
you?
thought it was. I mean, I don't even see why he did the documentary, but he's very petty anyway, and whatever he got against Diddy, he has his vendetta. But I mean, it did open your eyes to really what kind of person he is. Um, I always felt like he was a narcissist. He was very probably the money, the power, everything just made him, this monster. I figured that way before this documentary, so it doesn't
Yeah, but
shock me.
the thing about it is, how can one monster be talking about the other monster?
Oh.
I mean, this is what. No, 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 I'm just saying, like, how can 50 Cent actually be talking about Diddy when you have done some of the same stuff that he has done? Because your stuff, your that power of series was about you and things that you have done, and I'm sure you have done the same dirt Diddy has done. So how can you? And not only that, that's not even really my concern. My concern is, why are you trying to knock the man down? He's already down. You're not
Mhm.
supposed to be knocking somebody further down than what they are. Okay, everybody has done something they shouldn't have not done. Like I said, he's a monster, just like Diddy's a monster. So look, hey, just like Marlon Wayne said, karma is alive and well, and you better watch
Well,
yourself
he
because
should have
karma
just
comes
left it
back around.
alone. I mean, at this point, he's already been charged, convicted of whatever crimes he committed, and at this point, let's just all move on from it. He has 4 years to do, and he'll be home, and he'll figure it out from there. It,
Well, I was just trying to think about, well, why would he do such a thing? And what I was getting, because I refused to see the documentary, I can only stomach but so much. I had to, after seeing The Exorcist, I had to sleep with my mama for 4 days. So ever since then, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all that. So this is real life. I really don't want to know. And so I had to, this is all hearsay because I wasn't there, is that he, well, this part isn't hearsay, that Diddy has often dated powerful men's women. Like he will, he will go after their women. But in the case of 50 Cent, he was reportedly, assumedly, uh, allegedly going after the 50 Cent's son, the baby mama, and the son. And I think that could be cause for somebody to want to go after somebody. But
Now, what does
again,
that
well,
have to
that was
do
her
with what's
choice.
going on? That's been way in the past. What we're saying is that Diddy has been charged with whatever he's has done in the past. He's already in jail. What we're saying is, what are we supposed to get out of this? Because you put out this like one thing on the documentary they had where he was greeting people in Harlem, shaking hands, hugging people. So afterwards, he asked for the sanitizer for his hands and said, he had to go and wash his hands and take a bath. What is wrong with that? Because when you out with a lot of people and you are shaking hands or hugging on them or whatever, you better go get some hand sanitizer and be putting them on your hands and stuff. And when you get home, you do need to take a shower. So when you've been out in a crowd all day, you don't come home and take a shower. What is? I don't understand.
Well,
What's the big
of
thing
course
about
you
that?
do, but it's probably how it was said. It wasn't what, because a lot of people would do that, but it might have been the intent behind it. It's almost sounding like I was doing this for the purposes of looking good in the public, but I really didn't want to do it. You
Well,
know what I
that's what
mean?
we're saying, that he was filming himself days before he was, before he actually got arrested, when people knew he was in trouble, because now he's out in the street for his image. And that's what they're trying to say, is that whenever things happen, he comes out in the street, he's with the people for his image, which that's part of narcissism, is that they're
Mhm.
so big on what their image look like. But what 50 was trying to do with specifically showing that part is like to say, oh, he don't really want to be around people. He
Hmm.
really
And he
think
don't want
people are
anyone touching
disgusting and
him,
nasty,
and all that kind of foolishness and stuff. When
Well, I
when
don't know if
everybody,
50 Cent. I mean, how do you say that 50 Cent is saying this is recorded from? See, I didn't watch the document. If this is recorded from Diddy, and 50 Cent bought the film from Diddy because Diddy didn't pay for it, and 50 Cent got it legally. How is that making 50 Cent pointing this out when Diddy himself is pointing this out
because
by?
he said when he saw it on the tape that he said that look at Diddy. He don't want nobody touching him. He
yeah,
thinks
he
that the
specifically
people
said he
or
showed.
or
Okay,
He
or,
said
all
he
or
was
right,
on
not
Good Morning
clean or
America
something like
okay,
and
that.
they
Why
asked
should
gotcha,
him
he be
about
pointing
it.
that out?
gotcha,
That
gotcha.
wasn't even nothing to be
Well,
pointing.
it sounds to me like one person is trying to take the place of another person, maybe.
Well, maybe that's what he's doing because he can't say that what Diddy has done. Look at him. I mean, look how he treated what's her name that played in Set It Off. What's her name? That was so in love with
Oh,
him. Oh my
ooh,
God.
Oh,
I know
Vivica
Vivica.
Fox.
How he
Vivica
treated
Fox,
her.
right?
So how you talking about somebody else treating women bad when you don't know how to treat women yourself? So what I'm saying is, what is it saying? How the pot talking about the kettle or the kettle with the pot,
Well,
whatever it is. How you talking about him?
well, I
You
have
should
to
keep
say,
your mouth shut.
well, I have to say, Diddy did take things to a new level because he does have Al B. Sure's son, and they were implying that he was trying to do the same thing with 50 Cent's son. That's a new level. This is all allegedly. I don't know. I wasn't there, but that's a new level
It's
of
all
living.
in the past. It's all in the past. The man has been convicted. He's in prison. Whatever. Why are you trying to bury him to make sure he never comes out of prison? Because this is what this is about. Because see,
Well, they
being
can't
the
never.
being the
He
50
didn't.
Cent has a vendetta against him, and this has been going on for over 20 years.
But we
Like, why
know
don't
it's
you
a
and him duke it
vendetta.
out?
But we know it's a vendetta. But he doesn't. I mean, what he was really trying to get at was to say, "Oh, he's a monster. He's this." He wanted to portray. He wanted to not talk about the victims per se, but focus on Diddy being this monster, this killer. What he talked about was already talked about way before, like conspiracy of he had something to do with Biggie's death and Tupac getting shot and killed. Like, all of this is not new, but they wanted to show and fuel the fire on it. But it's just like it really didn't make any sense. And even on Good Morning America, when they asking him questions about it, like he starts to rant and rave on something else, like because Diddy told him, "Oh, I'll take you shopping," and then he starts telling,
Right.
and then I mean,
Right.
even the director had to jump in and kind of clean it up because he wasn't making
Yeah,
any sense. Because
exactly.
when you just out to get somebody and you just don't
Exactly.
have a
And
Well,
see,
legitimate
maybe
they just
reason
he
want to
for
make, they
probably.
just want
something.
it to be something big because he's saying that, oh, well, I told Alex, the director, oh, get ready to get an award because the documentary is going to be big because people going to want to look at it. And now that it's made more numbers than Strange Things, so he thinks this is some big thing. He's not looking at it the way some people are looking at it. Like everybody's not looking at it as no great thing because
Right.
we always want to down each other when something happens. When someone does something, we know what he did was wrong and everything. But haven't we all done something that we haven't supposed to be done? There's many of them out there have done plenty of things, but the one that's talking, you just as bad as he is. So you over
I
decided
don't
that
know.
rather than doing legal stuff, you can do it the right way and make money. So that's
Well,
how you change.
well, this can go on forever and ever. What else do you have to talk about, Miss Lottie?
Well, don't get me started about them. Well, our next hot topic is look. You better make sure you have an ID on it and got your tennis shoes on so you can run because ISIS is alive and well in New York. I can't believe that they were chasing this young student down the street. She was running, saying that she's an American citizen until she got to her house, and they chasing her down the streets. And this is out of control. This
Yeah.
has really gotten out of control. And our new mayor better do something about this and not talking about it. He better do something about this
I don't think it's
because he's the
doing.
kid that was separated from his father. They don't even know where the kid is, the young kid is. I mean, this is crazy. How are you allowing them to come and just take over the city like this?
I'm not sure what this is about, but I will make sure I have my ID everywhere I go because this is no joke. We are definitely living in different times that I don't understand. And if you never believed in God before, that there was a God, you better nurture your relationship with your
Yeah, but
creator
see, the way
now.
it started out was you started out saying that okay, you was gonna get the people that bothering other people, killing people, robbing people, and all like that. And you set them back or whatever. Now it's in past that. You're just picking up in and everybody that you can find on the street. Now, when you were chasing young people down the street and separating kids because you think their father was an immigrant that did something was driving, like it doesn't even make any sense. And the
But
people don't know the way
that's
their kids are.
that was never the agenda to get only the criminals. He just told you that so that they'll vote for me or whatever the case may be. Now we're here. He has a something against immigrants, any kind of foreigners, anybody that's not white. Let's get that straight. Because there's no reason why he would be after everybody. Now he's after
Well, that's not
Somalia, telling
true.
them, "Oh, their country is disgusting. They need to
Right,
get out of here."
Well, that's
It's
right.
not
ridiculous.
true
Why is it
because
not true?
what has he done to the farmers? He's allowed them, he's taken them off of, the federal funding and he's allowed them to use their farms. He's allowed JD Vance to have a company that buys up the farms. Those are a lot of
That's a
white
whole
people.
different story. The farmers is a whole different stuff from the
But the
immigrant.
thing is, he's showing that it's not just people of another color, of another language, of another country. He is also doing this to his own people.
Where he's at, what I don't see ICE getting
No,
getting.
I
not
ain't seen that
ICE.
bad with no
I
farmers.
know it's not ICE, but he's bankrupting his own people.
Exactly. But he gave them money back. He gave the money back to the farmers. But I'm saying as
Oh,
far
he
as the,
did.
the
Okay.
immigrants and stuff,
Right.
you are targeting people and separating them for their family and their children. And
Right.
then if you chasing them down the street, now this young lady be traumatized. She'll probably be scared to go to school now. Somebody probably have to pick her up from school or whatever because she don't know if she's going to be chased down the street again. That had to be terrifying for her. So all
Right.
she could do was keep hollering and yelling, and I'm a U.S. citizen. Who's running down the street yelling, I'm a U.S. citizen?
Well, I
Yeah,
have
well,
private thoughts. I don't know if I should say them on camera, but I'm not.
Well, you were on
you can
camera.
say it. Let's keep it
No, I don't.
real.
No, because y'all are going to jump down my throat.
But no, because my thing is with him is, and I'm still trying to figure this out in my head. How are you so against the immigrants like that when your wife is one?
Right.
Her family is
Elon
here with
Musk.
one.
Elon
Her
Musk.
relatives here with one. So,
Mhm.
like, what is this?
Because they're not of color. Don't you realize it? It's
Yeah,
only
well,
ones
that's
of
true.
Spanish, black, and brown that are being targeted. If you're from
Exactly.
any other kind of country,
Yeah.
European, wherever, you're not being targeted as long as you
Right.
have a different skin color.
Yeah, that's true. That is true because the ones that you see picked up is what you said, and I just don't understand. Well, let me stop saying I don't understand because I do understand because the man is crazy. I don't know what else to say about it, but this is going to turn into a war. It's really going to turn into a
I
war, and
hope
really,
not. I
no,
hope
it
not.
is. It is
I
because
pray not.
after a while, people gonna get tired of it, and you're gonna see a war starts with the immigrants, and the other people gonna join in. But we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back with more hot topics.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's Shannon.
Everyone has a ritual. that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Oh yeah, it's Shannon. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. Every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. On Facebook, YouTube, it's on tonight. It's Prime for 30 minutes. Join the chat. Hot topics, movers, shakers. How about that? Smart, outspoken, don't miss a beat. It's true. Keeping it real with Shannon tonight. The hottest show in the city lights. It's Shannon. Oh yeah. It's Shannon. Keeping it real.
Hi, welcome back. Oh, I just wanted to finish my thought quickly when we was talking about when I was telling you about it going to be a war. Trust me, I'm telling you, things are going to start getting violent and happening because when people get fed up with something and you push them up against the wall, things are going to start happening, and innocent people also are going to start getting hurt as well. This is not going to just keep going
I
away.
agree. I agree
Yeah,
with that because it's a point where we, like you said, everybody's gonna get tired. I secretly wish that we would uprise and go up against ICE because enough is enough. Because eventually somebody is gonna get hurt and it's gonna turn into something serious.
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
These are serious times, and I stay in prayer. And I'm sorry that this happened to this young lady. And we just have to do the best we can to stay out of ICE's way with our ID. And uh, you know, on the other hand, sometimes I feel that so much is being provoked that sometimes things are staged. I'm not saying this is staged, but the media can be provocative to make us think a certain way and do certain things, and I hope this isn't one of them. um, what else
Well,
do you
usually the media. I mean, they'll make things worse than what it looks, but they don't make up stuff because as soon as ICE arrived, stuff started happening, and it wasn't happening like that before.
okay?
So that's what I'm saying. So moving on to our next topic is getting to be the holiday, the time that we want to have a companion. We want someone that we can hold on to and say this is our baby for the Christmas holiday. And this is the time of year that people break up with each other. Where's
Mm,
the man
mm,
breaking
mm.
up with the woman or the woman breaking up with the man? Sometimes it's because they don't want to buy a gift for Christmas.
Well, I wish I
Lottie,
had known that was the easy way out.
I don't think
I
it's that
know,
simple. I
I
don't
know
think
of
it's that
cases that
simple.
have, I know of
Nah.
cases that a man has broken up with a woman because he didn't want to buy a gift. And then when everything had died down the end of January, they trying to move their way back in. But if that would
Are you
happen to
kidding me?
no, I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. I only talk about what I have seen with my
Nah,
eyes. I can't talk about what
no.
somebody told me. No. So my thing is, if that would happen to you, would you take that person back?
No. If I know, I mean, if you know that it's because it's the Christmas holiday, then that's crazy for you to take the person back.
It
Well, they're
depends
not
on
going
the
to let you know.
circumstance.
They're not going to let you know that that's why they breaking up with you. But you have to be thinking at the time you broke up, and then the time now when they start to come back. That's why you got to be thinking all the time and noticing when you break up with somebody. You know, is it because of this?
Well, it could be, but that seems so trivial to me. I feel that because Christmas at the end of the year, or the holidays in general at the end of the year, people are always reevaluating what do they want to bring into the next year and what they don't want to bring into the next year. And so I think it's more that. Do I really want to be with that person next year if you're not really happy or it's a boring relationship? And
Hold
but
up.
if they
So
don't find any
you've been talking to
replacement,
this person.
but if
No,
they
you've
don't
been
find a
talking to this person
replacement,
all
they
of this
go back.
time.
Huh?
No, you've been talking to this person all of this time, and all of a sudden December come. We're getting ready to go into a new year. So now this is the time you want to decide whether you want to come in the new year with that person.
Because it's a wake up. The end of the year is a wake up call. It
Mm-hmm.
is. It's family time. It
True.
do I want to bring this into the do I really want to like you might have been thinking about breaking up for months, but some people it takes them a long time to break up. They just can't get it together. They don't like to talk about they don't like trouble, they don't like arguments, they don't like making people feel bad. They can't get their words together. They're horrible communicators. So finally when oh my gosh, I'm going to do another year with this person, they go I just have to do it, you know. And so they do it, and then they get lonely, and they go, "Well, it was
Well, when
wasn't
they
that
can't
bad. Let me
find
go back with
somebody
them."
like you, they realize it. Now they want to come
That's,
back. But
yeah.
the thing is, too, is like, well, you say about somebody taking them back, but paying attention. People get real slick now. They start early on, start the arguments, start this and that. So now you thinking you're just arguing and things are developing in a relationship, and by December you broken up. But really, they had this all in the plan. People are very slick
Oh,
nowadays.
that's special right there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, even if it was like you were saying, they've been planning all the time, and then, but if you come back in January, that tells me something. Then if you coming back in
Some
January,
people can't be alone. I know I
now
have people in my family, they could never be alone. They always had to be with somebody. It didn't mean they were happy, but they just always had to
Uh-huh.
have somebody.
True.
So,
I
most
mean, well,
people are not in a happy relationship. It's
I know a lot of people is not in a happy relationship, but I guess people have to learn that you don't have to stay in an unhappy relationship. I think what it is, people need to realize that you can be alone. You don't have to be lonely because you alone. Just because you don't have a man or you don't have a woman, that doesn't mean you're lonely. I don't know why people think they have to have that partner that say they make me happy. Yeah, if you find somebody that really makes you happy, that's wonderful. But if that person is not making you happy and you miserable and arguing all the time, don't you get tired of that?
Some people do, and some people, like Carol said, they just can't be by themselves. So they rather have something than nothing. They will put up
right.
with anything.
And some people
Well,
like to
I think that's
argue.
low self esteem.
Some people like to argue, Lottie. They don't like a simple, easy, fun life, meaning you're
Mhm.
enjoying each other. They need the
They
drama,
feed
the
off
highs and the
chaos.
lows. The
They
whole
do.
right.
There's people
Yes.
that
But
feed
that's my
when you
point. If
have
you
that
have
good
some,
relationship, they don't know how to handle that or manage that unless it has chaos with it. Some
but
people
that's
just
my
toxic.
point. So if you have someone like that likes to keep chaos all the time, and you're not that type of person that want to be in chaos all the time, that doesn't. I mean, that wouldn't tell you something. That wouldn't wake you up. Like every time you come home from work or something, you in chaos with somebody.
Well, they might both like chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Those people I think we talked about this last year, those toxic relationships, they can't live with each other, they can't live without each other, but you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, if you both like it and you both get a kick out of it,
some people
then
do.
I guess
Some
it's
people do. They're instigators, two instigators, could have a good time together. I don't know.
yeah. But with the
That's
holiday
too
coming,
much
you
for
want.
me.
But with the holidays coming, it puts you in a different mood of a mood. Like you want to. You like love it. Do you notice how around Christmas time everybody's nice to you?
They are nicer. Yeah.
Everybody's nice to you. Everybody treats you nice,
Yeah.
and everything. And then as soon
Yeah.
as January 1st hit, we go right back to the way you were acting before. And we know this for every holiday when it comes, how nice people can be to you. And then
Yeah.
as soon as the holidays is over, they right back to their little nasty selves again.
I guess because everybody's in a good mood, Christmas
Yeah, we are
gifts,
in a good
all of this,
New Year's,
outings and stuff. So it puts
everybody's
you in a
yeah.
good mood. But I guess after January 1st, it's like back to the grind.
Yeah, because we're
But look,
hopeful about the new year, and the new
Hmm.
year might bringing new energy, new things. Maybe I have a new goal. It's an exciting
well,
time
look,
of
but
the year.
it's the holiday, so you want someone on your arm, you want someone you can hug on, lay up with, and everything, or
Well, there
whatever.
you go.
And
That
they
is it.
decide, yeah. But then I'm saying, if they start with you, and the next thing you're breaking up by the holiday come, and then all of a sudden after the holiday you trying to wean your way back in. I mean, I don't see
That's
that.
weird. That's
I
weird.
don't see that. I don't
That
see
is
that.
weird. But I don't know people like that. Either you're with me or you're not with me, but not the back and forth around the holidays.
Oh
Now
no,
I
they see.
understand. Now if you, because I knew a man, I was very good friends with a man that had four girlfriends. Now I could see that happening with him because he only could, maybe he could only afford two presents and not four. I said, Tony, what are
Well,
you
then
doing?
he don't need
Yeah.
to be dating
He said,
four
this is the
women
one I
then.
really love. This is the one that I see on, this is the one that's from, I said, look, Tony, I can't keep up. Stop. Can't keep up with you.
Well, I guess he like King George. He got one for all. Well, you can go because he got one. He got three. One each one of them does something different different for him when he sings the song. He tells you. But that see, if someone broke up like that with me, I don't think I could.
Right.
I don't know if I would
I,
take them back after the
I
holiday because
agree.
in my head I would figure that's what you did.
I agree. I
You
agree.
Well,
did it around that time or something like that. So,
Yeah, that
but
I would I'm just the thought of me taking somebody else back after they dump me the holidays. I don't know if I could face myself. Like, what could I, it, I don't think I could do it, Lottie.
well, ladies,
what take them back?
let me tell you, you don't have to
I
take them
couldn't do it.
back. Let's just pay attention. And if they dump you, you say sayonara and you don't come back.
That's what I said. I would. Well, I don't see
But
myself taking them back. I'm kidding. Because once you dump me, then it takes a lot for me to get back with you, particularly if I know it's around a certain time, that we supposed to be together and all that kind of stuff. No. Well, look, if people people have to decide for themselves what they want to do. Holiday is coming. Get ready. Get ready to buy
Yeah.
your gifts for your honey. And don't break up with them. That's all I say. Break up with them after the new year comes in. Wait till January, February, March, and then break up with them. Then you don't have to worry about anything. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And you can remember to see us on Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. on Brick and Manhattan Neighborhood Network at 2:30. And you catch us here every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. So thank you, ladies. And as always, we'll see you next time.